I'm redoing my shower today, and I've decided to install these beveled subway ceramic tiles to give it a nice fresh look. Now, installing tiles seems like a big task, but with the right tools and a little bit of patience, it'll pay off. I'll be installing my tile over this cement board here. Now, depending on where you live, you might have some building codes that require you to put a waterproof barrier behind the cement board or a waterproof membrane over it like I did. To get started, let's figure out how much tile we need. I'll use a measuring tape to determine the width of the shower. It's measuring about 5 feet, so that's 60 inches. Now it's time to measure the height, 81 inches. What we want to do is take the width and multiply it by the height, and then add about 10% or so for some breakage and some mistakes. Now it's time to mark my starting line. This is the line where I'll start laying my tile. Full tiles will start at this line and go up. I'll cut partial tiles and install them on the bottom. I'll take a piece, place it in the center, and work my way out to the ends. You don't want thin pieces on the ends, so laying it out this way can help you determine whether or not to shift the row to the right or the left. Mix some thin set adhesive with water according to the instructions. Check the working time on the package and mix only what you can use before the thin set starts to dry. It'll dry pretty quickly once you start spreading, so only apply the thin set to the area you are tiling. Now it's time to install the tile. I'll use a trowel to apply a layer of thin set directly to the wall at the starting line. Trowels have two edges, a smooth edge and a notched edge. Use your smooth edge to apply a thin layer of thin set first. Now it's time to use the notched edge to create some texture to help it bond with the tile. I'm laying the first tile at the starting line and pressing firmly. If your pattern is offset like a subway tile, make sure the joints are offset to the centers of the tile below. Don't worry about the ends or the corners. You'll do those last. Okay, I have a lot of wall to cover, so I'm gonna call in some friends for a little help. And we'll just continue working our way up the same way. For edges and corners, you might need to cut your tile. For my ceramic subway tile, I'll be making straight cuts, so this tile cutter will work just perfectly. Start by making sure you mark your tile so you know where to cut. With my tile lined up, I'm gonna push forward on this handle, touch the tile lightly, and glide it forward to score it. I pull up on my handle, bring my stopper back in the middle, and press down lightly until I hear a crack. My tile is cut. If the end pieces droop, place a shim between the wall and the tile edge to keep your lines straight. Well, this looks great. Now it's time to take a sponge and wipe away any excess thin set from the grout lines and the tile. It's much easier to do when it's wet than after it dries. For the grout lines, you can use a tool like this or just a screwdriver. I'll finish up here, let it set for about 24 to 72 hours, and then I'll be ready to grout.